Love at first sight, I gotta say.
Me too. It's so great to hear, right? I've been in this industry almost 3 decades, Lisa. And I've been with Bowflex for almost 4 years now as their fitness advisor. And I get so excited because I want people to get results. And at Bowflex, we truly make incredible machines.
And you know what? The thing that's so outstanding about this machine itself is that, sure, it looks kind of like an elliptical.
Right.
But it is not to be compared with an elliptical by any means.
Right.
It's so much more than that.
Right. And we'll compare. You're absolutely right. So what we do at Bowflex is we innovate, right? We say ellipticals are great. So many people use them, but they don't burn a lot of calories. So can you improve upon the elliptical?
Right.
Steppers are great, but, not everyone can do them. They can be jarring on the joints. So the question was, Lisa, can you have a low impact to almost no impact?
Yes.
And a high calorie burn? It's the Bowflex Max.
And it does not matter what level of fitness you're at. Maybe you're somebody who has, not jumped onto a machine quite like this in a very long time, or maybe you are somebody that is a fitness enthusiast and you're somebody that works out every day. The point is, this machine will carry its workout with you. So no matter what level you're at, it's going to grow with you. If you're consistent, you're going to get results right away. And we're talking about 14 minutes a day, which, as far as I'm concerned, is achievable, really achievable.
14 minutes, right? And for years, I was paid, Lisa, as a trainer in New York City to stand next to people, turn on the machine, make their workout. Now you get on the Bowflex Max, you hit the Max button, and there's your 14-minute workout, and it works with you, so it coaches you right through it.
That's right.
And what we want to tell people is the science is out, that people think, oh, if I'm not doing 30 minutes, if I'm not doing 60 minutes, that's not enough. Yes, it is.
Exactly. To your point, you're a fitness instructor.
Yeah.
I am a fitness instructor as well. There is a gamut of fitness classes that you can choose from now, from everything from your Zumba classes to going to the gym and hanging out on a treadmill for a while. But the point is, a lot of us do not do that because time is limited. Life is busy.
Right.
So when you're burning more calories in 14 minutes.
In the time it takes you to go to the gym, Lisa, you're done.
That's what I'm saying.
In the privacy of your own home.
But what about the price? Because for $154 and change, what is that? That is like, equivalent to a few months worth of a gym membership. But you're constantly paying for that membership and might not be using it. So it's money down the drain.
Gyms want you to sign up and not show up.
That's right.
I owned a gym for a short amount of time. I've written books about gyms called Beat the Gym and things. So if you have a home, you have a home gym. And, we'll talk about the footprint and everything about this, but this sits in a corner. You can roll it in and out. You're going to use it. I don't care how inexpensive something is. If you don't use it, you don't use it.
So, again, I am somebody that works out. I try to get to the gym twice a week. I'm a busy mom. As you are watching at home, you're busy. I know that. So I'm lucky if I get there twice a week. Having said that, I jumped on this machine, and in 10 seconds, 10 seconds, my quads were burning, my arms were burning. This is a full body workout.
Yeah, and what you were talking about before is so important. Whether you are a true beginner, you're someone who's just getting into fitness or just back into fitness, or if you're someone like me, I do Ironman triathlons and marathons, it works for both people.
Yes.
So your husband, your wife, your college kids maybe, it's going to work for all of them. And the thing we get, the feedback, is people get on and they'll say, oh my gosh, I could only do it for 3 minutes. And what I say is take the word only out. You did it for 3 minutes.
That's right.
If you're tired after 3 minutes, you just did an amazing workout.
And you know what? I love that point that you made, because at the end of the day, as long as you're moving, movement is health. And that's really what this is all about. You jump on this machine, it's low impact, it's a full body workout, so you're not going to those classes where it's upper body only or it's lower body only. We're talking about torching calories, torching fat in 14 minutes from head to toe.
Right. And who doesn't have 14 minutes? Right? I mean, the #1 issue with exercise is time.
Yes.
So that's what we said at Bowflex. Can we get a great workout in under 15 minutes? And again, in the time it takes you to get in the car and go to the gym and get dressed at the gym. And I mean, 14 minutes.
You know what?
Yeah.
We could stand here all day and talk about that very thing. Because getting to the gym or just getting there is the hardest part. Once you're there, okay, fine, but you're not really sure. It's hard to navigate your way through fitness classes, hard to navigate through the gym. You're not really sure, are you doing things correctly? With this, it takes all the guesswork out of it. So let's get on it, because I think that's the biggest thing.
That's important, right?
Exactly. Let's jump on.
You want me to jump on and demonstrate?
Sure,
and then
let's do
we'll
that.
trade off?
We'll trade at some point, but when we open this out of the box, #1, I want to go through assembly, and then #2, let's go through the settings, because the gauge and the dials, I mean, impressive just to look at, but obviously they're equipped for results.
Well, and I loved your point, and if you saw, you don't have to think. Like, I just got on, it's intuitive. I know what to do, right?
That's right.
I don't have to do anything. I don't have to hit a button. I'm already starting to work out because the resistance, Lisa, is a fan-based, which is so amazing because the harder I push, the harder it pushes back, right?
Yes.
So if you're a beginner and you just start right here, which so many people do, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, this is, I'm getting to work. And then the faster I go, the harder I go, the more the resistance pushes back on me, and it's going to give me a different workout.
Right.
So simple right out of the box, right? You can get on and just go.
Exactly. So really, it's going to come out of the box. You're going to press the start button and just start moving.
Yeah. And again, I would say just get on it. Don't even press anything to go. Just kind of get used to the feeling, play around with the different hand positions. You'll see Melinda and I can move around. I can take my hands off. I can really get into my legs, right?
Get that quad.
Get the quads and the glutes.
Engage.
Everyone wants those great glutes. And then part of the huge calorie burn is incorporating the upper body. So if and when I'm ready, I can start working my triceps, I can work my back, my chest, and I'm burning more calories. I'm going to start getting out of breath. You're going to hear it.
No, for sure. I'm telling you, that it's incredible how quickly it gets you working.
I haven't even turned it on yet. Right? And that's what's so great.
Well, this is it, you know. Okay, so let's go through this gauge.
The gauges, yeah. So you have a backlit display. What's so fun is we looked at so many different things at Bowflex, so many of the trends right now. And what's so fun about the Bowflex Max is, and I'll hit the button in a second, there will be lights and bells and whistles, so you don't have to think. When you hit the Max button, a bell goes off. There are lights that light up. Do you want me to show you? I mean,
of course, yeah,
right,
let's do
that.
it.
So we're going to hit the button. So I hit the Max button.
Oh, there goes the bell.
So all I do, so there's red lights.
Yes, Tom.
Yeah, so here's where I get out of breath. Right?
I'll take over.
So interval training, we'll talk about that because so many people have heard of that. They probably don't even know what it is. That's what this is, high intensity interval training. For 24 seconds, I keep the needle in those red lights.
Right.
The bell's going to go off again. The lights are going to move. See, now I'm following.
Okay. So it's going to tell you when to kick it up a notch.
You don't have to think. Exactly right.
Amazing. And so then you take your break and then you go at it again. All right. While you're recovering, I did some shopping of my own, okay? So what is so fascinating about this is that you would find treadmills, which does not target the entire body. It's very cardio-focused. You would find ellipticals, same thing. People would argue not necessarily results-oriented. And Stairmasters, stair climbers, for upwards of $2,400. And I'm talking about, you know, these machines that are considered high quality, really good, you know, come with warranties, et cetera, et cetera. But this is obviously a very high quality machine. It's coming with everything that you need. It's obviously going to last for years, upon, if not decades to come.
Right.
It's for every single person, and it's for the entire body. Now, if you're looking at the Easy Pays, this is incredible because for 12 Easy Pays, $154 and change. There are gyms out there that promise you to target your full body where you're going to have to pay that same price, if not more, per month.
Right.
And again, to what we've been saying, a lot of times you don't end up showing up at those classes because you just don't have the time. You don't have the 2 hours it takes to commute there, to get to the classes, to cool down, to drive home. And oftentimes you're spent. With this, you have 14 minutes that are promised to torch your calories, torch your fat, and make you feel like a winner.
That's exactly right, Lisa. And you know what I understand, too, having been in this industry for so long, there's a lot of people out there who don't feel comfortable going to the gym. So it's not even necessarily the commute, that's part of it, but they are just getting back in. They don't want people looking at them. They want to do this in the privacy of their own home.
That's right.
They don't have to put on makeup. They don't even have to,
No intimidation factor, right?
No.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and it's fun. You know, listen, people know treadmills, people have them, ellipticals, they're great again. But if they're not fun after time, we stop using them.
Yes.
Right? This is the type of machine you go, well, 14 minutes, and it's fun, and it's going to work with me and grow with me, and there's an app for it. It's fun, you're going to use it.
Well, on Bowflex.ca, it's incredible to see all of the 5-star reviews. And I'm talking there are hundreds of reviews. People have lost a crazy amount of weight in 10 weeks. We're talking like 27 pounds or something like that in 10 weeks. Do you know how many burpees you would have to do? Do you know how many 1-hour classes, how many lunges, how many squats it would take to lose 27 pounds in 10 weeks? That is incredible to me. But then the fantastic part about all of that is that once you start seeing those results, they're addictive. You want to see more, and then suddenly your goals become higher and higher, which is the best part of it all. Now, the fact that it's low impact is also a fantastic feature.
Beyond, Lisa, because that is the thing in fitness. Usually burpees work because they're really hard. I don't do burpees because they're really hard. I make other people do burpees. I hate burpees.
I don't know anybody that loves a burpee.
There's some sick people out there.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them. So that's the crazy thing. Can you design a machine that is low impact and burns more calories? Yes, that's the Bowflex Max. We took the elliptical motion, which is great, but it's not stressful on the joint. I'm an exercise physiologist, 2 years, 3-year degree, and you go, okay, higher intensity burns more calories, but you can do certain things. If you tilt the elliptical motion on its axis, you burn more calories while maintaining the low impact.
Right.
Which is awesome.
So if you are somebody out there that's got maybe, a joint injury, or maybe you're an athlete and you've got some type of muscle tear or something like that, or if you've got spinal issues, neck problems, there was a review on Bowflex.ca that specifically spoke to somebody that had a very severe neck spinal injury, okay? Very serious. She got this machine home, she started using it, and within weeks, she saw results that she had not seen in years. So just think about that. This is for anybody. If you've gained a few pounds and it's been a while since you've done anything fitness related, today is your opportunity to get this machine home. It's going to take you through the beginner level. Just get onto the machine and your results are going to be priceless. If you're somebody that has had those skinny jeans in the closet, or maybe you haven't worn shorts in years, maybe you have avoided those sleeveless shirts, this is it. This is going to allow you to get all of the results you've been dreaming of and get into all of the clothing that you have wanted to wear for a while, okay? $154.08. Shipping is absolutely free, very easy to use, and we're going to find out with this video why this is the #1 selling machine for Bowflex. Let's have a look, and we'll be right back.
This is the Bowflex Max Trainer M5, the most fully featured Max Trainer available. Computer-controlled resistance, Bluetooth smart technology, premium grips, a striking design, and multiple workout programs set the M5 apart. But of course, at the heart of it all is the 14-minute max interval workout, delivering the best possible workout in the shortest period of time. If you're looking for a longer workout, the M5 also features 8 additional pre-programmed workouts, including favorites like calorie burn, fat burn, calorie goal, and more. Thanks to Bluetooth smart technology, your M5 workout results seamlessly sync to your Max Trainer app. So tracking your workout progress is easier than ever. Experience Max for yourself and burn up to 2.5 times the calories in just 14 minutes.
Now, once again, if you were to jump on Bowflex.ca, you would see the exact same machine at a discounted price of $19.99. So just think about that. You're getting an opportunity with TSC to get this home for $18.49. The shipping is absolutely free. You're getting this on 12 easy pays for $154.08. Think about the cost that you might be spending on a gym membership, or, thinking about that home gym. Maybe you've spent quite a bit of money on that gym equipment for your home use. This is the machine that is going to target your full body. We're talking head to toe, okay? You're getting high intensity at your control. You're talking about burning more calories in just 14 minutes. If you have 14 minutes, that's all that it takes. But consistency is key. So that's the thing. So you want to jump on this, a few times a week, if not every day. Right?
But consistency of 14 minutes is much easier than consistency of 60 minutes at a gym that took 2 hours to get there, right?
Absolutely.
I use the term excessive moderation. It's not about doing a lot of exercise a little, which is what the vast majority of people do.
Right.
Do a little exercise a lot. Studies show, Lisa, that 3 10-minute bouts of exercise done throughout the day have the exact same effect as 1 30-minute, right? So
Awesome.
You can break it up.
Well, this is
You need to get on.
So let's talk. Okay, so I'm going to jump on. All right. Now, very simple to use. As you said, it's sort of intuitive. So
I don't even want you to turn it on. Just start going, right?
Yeah.
Just start moving, and you'll feel it's already starting to work for you, right?
And that's,
right?
smooth motion.
Yeah. And this is where, again, the vast majority of people who are just starting back are going to start. And they're going to stay here for a while, right? And that's perfectly fine because I want people to know it's still doing the max workout for you. It knows you're on. Well, while we're here, let's do it. So just get the arrow now up. See that? So you heard the bell. Told you were starting an interval. How fun is that?
Oh,
you have a needle. You got to keep the needle in the red. Now, I can change that. If that's too hard for you, we can lower that red. If it's too easy, you can raise it.
Wow, this is
watch
crazy.
It. Bell goes off, right? Now you get to recover. So let's go real quickly, Lisa, into high-intensity interval training. People have heard about that, probably read about it. What is that? It's just taking high intensity, going harder, and then recovering and doing that back and forth. You burn more calories in a short amount of time, right? But the beautiful thing, too, is that you can just get on this like an elliptical, not turn on the max button, and use it as an elliptical.
Okay, so the thing with interval training...
Yeah. You're going to start
Our producers are like, just go, just pump it. And I'm like...
Why don't you go harder? I'm going to play you.
All right. So the thing about interval training as well is it burns calories at rest.
Yes. There's an afterburn effect.
Right.
What you're talking about, right? So it's called EPOC is the scientific term. What it means is when you really challenge yourself, your body to get back to normal continues to burn calories after your workout's done. So not only do you burn more calories in 14 minutes than a traditional elliptical, 2.5 times more, you're going to continue to burn calories after your workout's over. I mean, come on.
Literally busting a sweat.
Right.
Literally busting a sweat. But that's the whole thing, you know, if you...
It's fun. I just love to hear that you're out of breath. I was out of breath, right?
But that shows that it's working.
It's working. You know, we see these things on Facebook and Instagram. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. That's absolutely right. But you don't have to go hard. You can go easy. And when you're ready, you do the max. And then you do what you want to with the max. You can change it around.
Right.
So again, true beginner, Ironman, athlete, marathon runner. It's going to work for everybody.
So where would you recommend if you are a beginner, just get on, just start moving for how many minutes?
Whatever you can do. We get feedback that I love, Lisa, and someone, again, will say, they're a little disappointed. They'll say, I could only do 3 minutes, as I talked about before. And what I say back to that person is, that is awesome. So tomorrow you're going to do 3 minutes.
Exactly.
And the next day you're going to do 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And what you were talking about with consistency, we weren't like this when we started our fitness careers, right?
No.
So... You know, people get discouraged because they have these, I have to do 60 minutes, I have to do, you know, a half marathon. No, you just need to build movement, as you said, into your daily routine.
And you know what? Fitness, I mean, let's be real. It can be a scary thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I would say that a lot of people's level of fear around fitness,
right,
you know, it's quite high.
Right.
Same as public speaking or anything of that level.
Right.
But when you're able to do this in the privacy of your own home, that's the thing. You've got nobody watching you. You've got nobody judging you. You just have to do it for yourself. And that's the thing. When you have this at home and you're talking about a full body workout, you're going to get addicted to those results. You know, whether it is your breathing level, maybe your stamina, maybe, like you said, you do it for 3 minutes on the first day, and then the second day you do it for 5 minutes, then suddenly you're up to 10 minutes, then you're on the full 14 minutes. That is what this is all about. It's just about movement. And here in North America, if we're going to be real, let's talk about the fact that we're not moving as much as we should be.
And you know, Lisa, what I say too is, sure, weight loss is important, and most of us want to lose some weight, whether it's, you know, 10, 20, 50, 100 pounds, 2 pounds. But it's not just about what we lose, it's about what we gain. So there's so much more to the Bowflex Max and to exercise in general.
Exactly.
You're going to feel better, you sleep better. I mean, there's a myriad of benefits. And we get away from that. And again, weight loss is important, but we're going to live to be 80, 90, 100 years old. How do you want those later years to be? So it not only extends your life, it adds life to your years.
Exactly. We're not only talking about the cosmetic reasons
which is
that
great.
You're trying to lose weight. Of course. But I would say that, you know, if anything, that's the last of the list. Sure, you want to look good in your clothing, but at the same time, think about the fact that if you have not moved in a while, maybe your blood is not flowing as much as it should be. Maybe the stress on your organs. Maybe you need to alleviate some of that. At the end of the day, like you said, there's so many reasons to just start moving. Your serotonin levels increase.
I do it for my head first.
Oh, for sure.
I do it for stress first.
You know what? I have to say, we're having a lot of confessionals within this hour. But when I had my son, I went through a period of baby blues, And I'm telling you, the only thing that snapped me out of that was going to the gym.
Hit a cardio.
Just let me move. let me get some air into my lungs,
Right.
let me get that oxygen in, let the blood start flowing,
Yeah.
as it's doing right now.
Yeah.
But even the fact that I'm out of breath,
Right.
I mean, I don't get to the gym as much as I want to anymore.
You
know
just
what I
had
mean?
your workout for the day pretty much.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
But at least I can feel accomplished.
Right. And that's it.
Exactly.
It's finding your why. You know, your point is so well taken. You know, when I first had my boys, I have 2 boys, that was my new motivation. So at the first, I'm a fitness guy, I want to look good, and I'm in the career, but then I want to be a great example to my kids. I also want to be able to play with my kids
Exactly.
when I'm 60, 70, 80.
Yes, exactly.
And when I get on the Max at home, my kids look at me, and when my wife gets on the Max at home, and we're setting great examples, so it's such a win-win. Again, weight loss, sure, that's important, but it's how we feel about ourselves. And
That's
so
right.
important, so.
And again, we cannot ignore the statistics that exist now. Our kids are suffering with obesity rates. We are suffering with obesity rates. You know, there are certain terminal illnesses that have alarming stats.
Right.
And at the end of the day, that can be related to diet and exercise in many, many, many cases.
Right.
So when it comes down to your whole family getting an easy solution to move,
Right.
I think this is just incredible. $154 is what you have to pay for absolutely tremendous results.
Yeah.
Torching calories, burning fat, 14 minutes a day. You're going to achieve the goals that you've been dreaming about for a long time.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about athletes.
Yeah.
Because this is also for somebody of an advanced level
Right.
as well.
Right, yeah. I'm an Ironman guy, 24 Ironmans around the world.
It
over 60
burns.
marathons and ultramarathons. I was out of breath. You're an athlete. You're out of breath. I don't want to scare away the beginner. And again, they're going to do, listen, if it's not somewhat challenging as we talked about, you're not really getting a lot out of it.
Right.
So whatever when you go out of your comfort zone, that's where change happens. If that happens at 3 minutes, awesome. If you were like, do the 14-minute, that's fine. But it absolutely works for everyone because you're in control. We haven't even gotten into all the other, there's 8 different programs and other things. But that's in addition, right? You can just do what you're doing right now, right?
Yeah.
And you feel it.
Well, this is it. I mean, if you get a little bit lower, suddenly it targets an entirely different
Right.
set of muscle groups.
Right.
If you get higher, you change your angles,
Right.
like you said.
Right.
Then it becomes, a little bit more
So now
dependent
you're
on your
targeting
upper
different
body.
muscles of your back,
Yeah.
you're toning, you're working.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
listen, this, as far as I'm concerned, is all of that bra fat in the back. Girls, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The part that, maybe Tom, you don't, but.
I've written about it. I have not personally
Okay,
experienced
but that can be the hardest area in the back.
Right, right.
To target your fat.
Right. And it just dawned on me, this works whether you're 6'5" or 5'2". So many machines you get on, you go, it doesn't feel quite right.
That's
it doesn't.
right.
So you just got on, and I didn't even move you. Naturally, you went to where you're going to go. Melinda got on, a little taller. She's going to go where she goes naturally.
That's
so
right.
if you're shorter, taller, it's going to work for you.
I have to say that the level of resistance is unlike anything that I have experienced
Right.
to date. Just on its own. We didn't
You haven't
change
turned up
any
the
settings.
resistance. I know.
No, because it's
Don't
working
have to.
with
Yes.
your own body weight. Am I
Yes,
right?
so there's a fan. So this is one of the coolest things about Bowflex and different resistance types that we use. So you have the resistance levels if you want to push it, you want to grow with it, but the harder you push, the air pushes back on you.
Right.
And that's just, it's been around forever. I would say we do it better than anyone else. So we took the elliptical motion, we changed that, put the fan in with that. So you push it, it pushes back on you, and that's how it scales to everyone.
Something truly exciting. I mean, this is every reason for you at home to get excited about. And the savings is tremendous as well. I can argue that this is probably the lowest price that you've ever seen it at.
Yeah. And can I tell you something, too? I no longer belong to a gym. I mean, it's great because I have all this stuff at home, and I finally quit my gym for the last, and I worked in gyms, I own gyms, and I go, why am I going to gyms when I can do it all at home,
You know what? And like you said,
Sorry, gym owners.
oftentimes the #1 obstacle is just getting to the gym.
Yes.
It's getting ready, it's getting in your car, sort of overcoming the fear in your own mind of what's coming up for you.
Right.
It could be, that class that you find a little bit more challenging, and what ends up happening? You're like, oh, I'm not going to go today.
Yeah.
I'm going to go tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Or maybe you are just somebody that has not moved in a while. And you're thinking, all right, next month I'm going to try, and next month I'm going to try. I mean, January was months ago. I cannot believe that we're less than 4 months away to Christmas. And just think about it. I'm challenging you at home. In January, if it was your New Year's resolution to move more, to lose, you know, the weight that you wanted to lose, to fit into certain clothing. Maybe you have a big event coming up. Maybe you wanted to lose the baby weight. Maybe you're somebody with an injury and you said, you know what, I'm going to get active again. Right. Think about, have you really hit that goal? And if you have, amazing. So happy for you. And you know what? This is your opportunity to kick it up a notch, move to that next level. But if you're getting really honest with us here, think about if you've achieved that goal. And if you haven't, this is it. This is the one way to do it. Best-selling machine with Bowflex. You know who Bowflex is. I mean, they are the company that's given us top-graded fitness equipment for our home. Now, this particular machine took 25 years.
Yeah. Well, working on everything different, right? The ellipticals, the steppers, we took everything we've done and said, how do we just put that together?
So you've taken the best of the best of the best of everything and thrown it into one machine, and this is like the powerhouse of them all.
Yeah, we listened to, again, the footprint. If you don't have a lot of space at home, this is half the length of a traditional treadmill or elliptical.
I'm telling you, I wish my gym had this.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But that's exactly it. You're going to get this home, and suddenly you don't have any need for the gym.
Invest in your health. You were talking about that. You know, it's so important, and so many people have bought that piece that they're looking at right now, feeling guilty that they haven't used.
Yeah.
If it's not fun, if it doesn't, you were talking about, if you don't see results, you're not going to use it. I don't put my name behind anything. I've been in this industry a long time. I want people to get results. I mean, that's the thing. I don't care how, you know, many we sell. If people don't have the reviews, as you said, they go online, and you read, like, how many people...
Oh, my gosh, they're amazing.
Right?
The reviews are tremendous.
Yeah.
And these are real people getting real results.
And you know what's so important that you said is everyone has an issue, right? Is it a knee? Is it a hip?
Yes.
And what I love is people get on this and they go, wow, it is low impact. It doesn't hurt my knees. I mean, how many people are going, does that hurt your knees? I get it. Does that hurt my hips? No, it's low impact.
And you know what? It's so fantastic as well. The heart rate monitor is built in.
Yep.
You're also, by the way,
okay,
so we have gotten carried away with all of the features of this tremendous machine. But let's not forget, I mean, the thing you love the most about TSC is you're always getting those bonuses as well. So let's talk about the bonuses.
Yes, so you get heart rate monitor, you're going to get the mat, I believe, right? Which is, you know...
this awesome mat.
Yeah, so you can sweat all over the place, as I would.
Exactly.
You get a heart rate monitor. If you want to wear it around your chest, you don't have to, because we also have integrated heart rate right in the grip. So if you want to get your heart rate, you can grab on right where Lisa is. You can also use the strap. And this is for your water bottle, too, as well. You put it right up front.
So you can stay nice and hydrated while you're working out. Believe me, I'm like dying for some water. But yeah, you're getting the heart rate monitor so you can wear it around your chest, or you can just hang on to the handle.
Right, and you're going to see that display right up there. You're going to see the numbers. You're going to see how many calories you're burning per minute, which is so important. So the red numbers here, we'll probably get to it, and you saw it earlier, are calories burned per minute. And that's so important. So many people want to know, right?
Yeah.
And when you see that number at the end of 14 minutes, you know what people are doing on Instagram? They take a picture of how many calories, and they go, look at what I did in 14 minutes.
Because you know what? It's a sense of pride at the end of the day.
Right.
And, okay, just getting back to the bonuses real quick.
Yeah.
The mat that you're getting is a gym-level grade mat.
Yeah.
This is not your average yoga mat. This is a full-sized mat that you're going to put your machine on, or you can keep it off.
Right.
But now you've got that one added feature to add to your home gym.
If you're a sweater like me, you put that underneath.
For sure. and disinfect every now and then. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Just disinfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to your point, truly makes you sweat. Now, let's talk about assembly.
Sure.
Because a machine like this looks like it's difficult to assemble.
Right. Not under an hour for most people. I'm someone who can barely hang a picture. Yeah. I can do this, right? We live in a world now with there's so many videos that can help you as well. But it's easy. We get that. Like, you're not going to get it at home. It's 2 boxes.
Right.
And you're going to go, oh, I can't, you know, now what? But it's super easy for the vast majority of people, just under an hour for most people.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the majority of the reviews that I read online, and I'm not talking about just Bowflex.ca. I'm talking across the board.
Yeah.
One of the things that they say, top things that they say actually, is that it was super easy to assemble. Right. They say in the instructions that, you know, it could be yourself and somebody else assembling it.
That helps, yeah.
But most of the people that have assembled this, like yourself, that have barely hung a picture, have assembled it on their own in less than 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So just think about that. And the footprint is super small as well. This is not like a large size elliptical that we see at the gym that's taking over, you know, pretty much an entire row.
And you know what, too? You and I are on the shorter end, right? But they're guys. So not only is it short footprint lengthwise, Lisa,
yeah.
but my home gym doesn't have a really high ceiling. And most people, you know, don't necessarily have that space.
Right.
So the head clearance works. When I was a personal trainer and used to put gyms in homes, we used to have to cut out a square in the ceiling for people with ellipticals because they're so high up, so many of them. So small footprint, and as we were showing earlier, you can also just pick it up. It's got wheels. Super light.
So lightweight.
Let's show, yeah, because
okay,
so
I picked this up with ease.
Yeah, because you don't want it stuck in one room maybe, and you want to move it in and out. So the wheels on the front, you roll it in and out so easy. You don't have to be super strong. It's balanced in a way that you can do it so simply.
Now, let's not forget. I mean, I'm a very tiny person. I'm sure all of you have gotten to know me over the last several months, and you know that for yourself. I'm not somebody that necessarily is lifting, you know, tons of weight here. This is extremely lightweight, easy to move around, easy to use, easy to assemble, just easy overall. So for you at home that's watching and you're sitting on this, if you're on the fence, there is nothing to be on the fence about. Just give us a call, get your order, get it home. The shipping and handling is free. $154.08. You're going to pay this off interest-free in 12 months. Get on the machine. 14 minutes is all you need to get to the goals that you have been dreaming of. It does not matter what goals you might have in your head. Maybe the goal is as simple as just moving again. Release those serotonin hormones, right? Allow that happy hormone to kind of speak for itself. That's the thing that fitness does.
Yeah.
It allows you to be happy. So forget about everything else. Get the machine home, jump on, let your intuition sort of take over, and then see what happens for you and for your life. I'm telling you, this will change your life. #1 selling machine for Bowflex, the lowest price that they and us have ever seen. You're getting it on 12 easy pays. Let's take a look at this video and see why it has been so successful. We'll be right back.
This is the Bowflex Max Trainer M5, the most fully featured Max Trainer available. Computer-controlled resistance, Bluetooth smart technology, premium grips, a striking design, and multiple workout programs set the M5 apart. But of course, at the heart of it all is the 14-minute max interval workout, delivering the best possible workout in the shortest period of time. If you're looking for a longer workout, the M5 also features 8 additional pre-programmed workouts, including favorites like calorie burn, fat burn, calorie goal, and more. Thanks to Bluetooth smart technology, your M5 workout results seamlessly sync to your Max Trainer app. So tracking your workout progress is easier than ever. Experience Max for yourself and burn up to 2.5 times the calories in just 14 minutes.
Now let's talk about real people getting real results. I invite you to visit bowflex.ca and check out a few things. #1, check out the price that they're selling this machine at. Now this is from Bowflex themselves at their lowest price of $19.99 and change. Plus, you're spending $150 or more, depending on where you live in the country, for shipping. Today, you're getting this offer for $18.49. The shipping and handling is absolutely zero. You're getting 12 easy pays, which means they're interest-free for $154.08. We're talking about real results fast. Now let's read a couple of their reviews because, you know, that's the whole thing.
Right.
Real results from real people, when they're saying that they love it, you're seeing how it's impacted their own personal lifestyle. So Jim G says, Max is the right name. He gives us 5 stars. He says, #1, the ease of putting it together. Easy with well-written instructions. I took my time and assembled it myself. Took me less than 40 minutes. The quality of the machine is top-notch, although I expected that from Bowflex, and they always deliver. It's a nice app to connect to the machine and on my Android and download your workout to. The workout is wow. I'm 57 years old and maybe not the most in-shape guy, but the machine was easy to use, but it takes a you to work your way up to the 14 minutes. So he admits, when you're a beginner, okay, just get on, just start moving, and then you'll get to your 14 minutes. I still haven't gotten the entire time in one shot. I have to take some breaks, but man, am I proud of myself. The machine is very easy on my joints. I have minor knee problems, but not with this. It's an incredible workout. I have a small puddle of sweat under me when I'm done. Don't we all? If you're on the fence about this machine, don't think any further. This machine is absolutely for you. Then we have from Bobcat. She also gives us 5 stars, and there's tons of 5 stars, so take your time and read them. She says, at first I was apprehensive using this machine for my chronic neck pain. But I took a leap of faith, and I have to say, it's almost like I'm floating when I'm on this machine. It's low impact. It has absolutely no impact to your spinal cords. I absolutely love this and would recommend over and over. And then it goes on and on. I mean, there's so many more. The Max Trainer M5 is more fabulous than I expected. I work long hours and have a 5-year-old to play with when I get home. This was the perfect workout routine. The first time I tried it, it kicked my booty, my legs, and I definitely felt the burn. I was so excited to hop back on this machine the next day. And that's the funny thing. You know, that's the thing. You get addicted to those results. You want to hear that bell ring.
Yeah.
You want to go at it. You want to say, you know what? I got you this time. Not the other way around, right? And she says that the 14-minute workout makes everything achievable. I want to master this machine. So right there, she said it. Now we have Terry. She says, I had my M5 delivered approximately 3 weeks ago. I put it together myself. It was very simple. It only took about 40 minutes. Now all about my M5. The workouts are challenging. You feel the burn right away. Need to work up to some of the programs. It's not too easy to complete some of the programs. So I think that's also important. You know, it's one thing to get onto a treadmill and, you know, go with the level that you're used to. But that's the thing about this. It's going to constantly challenge you to get to your next level, which is so fantastic.
That's the motivation, right, Lisa?
Exactly.
Is you get on a treadmill and you go, how long should I go? When am I done? I'm not quite sure. Should I do 20 minutes?
Yeah.
You don't have to think. It challenges you. And what I love, too, is I used to walk with clients, right, because that's a great way to get started.
Yeah.
And the person said, you know, they can't do the whole workout. I put this and watch a TV show. You know, your 30-minute, your 15-minute show, or you can do 2 14-minute workouts, or just get on it. So my guilty pleasure, Judge Judy. I don't know if you have it up here. I'm sure you do.
Mine's Family Feud.
So you get on, and so you get on, and you do what you can do, right? And so for the entire show, or half the show, whatever you want to do, and you take breaks when you want to, what I do is say, during the commercials, take a break, right? And just sit and recover, and then pick it up. But multitask, you know, if you're so busy, just do it in front of the TV, in front of your favorite show.
Exactly.
What better way?
Well, this is it. And when we have it on 12 Easy Pays, that's the whole thing that's so achievable. I mean, I know that there are payment plans on Bowflex.ca as well. But at the same time, this is 12 interest-free Easy Pays, $154.08. This is the lowest price this has ever been. And your shipping and handling is free. And you're getting all the bonuses that come with it. So let's not forget about all of that. So while we're at it, let's read the bonuses, because you're getting the Max Trainer, so #1 selling machine for Bowflex, okay? You're getting the Bowflex mat. This is a high-quality gym-grade mat, okay? This is something that you would find in high elite gyms, not your average yoga mat by any means. You can put it under your machine, use it separately, does not matter. One thing is for sure, it will catch all of that sweat. You're also getting the power adapter to go with it. You're getting the assembly, the owner's manual. You're getting the wireless heart rate strap. So that's what Tom is holding right here. So you can actually wear this physically on your body if you didn't want to hold on to this handle right here. Don't forget that your heart rate monitor is also included on your M5 machine as well. And you're getting all the tools for setup also, which I think is great as well.
And do you want to know one thing we haven't even talked about, which we at Bowflex, we don't just want to give you the tools, we want to give you the coaching. So if you go to Bowflex.com, I have shot dozens and dozens of videos. The 4-minute workout, the 5-minute workout, how to, you know, get started on the Bowflex Max. It's all free, because what we understand is the content is so important. You know, you get on this and you go, okay, good, I'm excited. I need more, I need some coaching. I don't quite understand this. We have thought of all that, and it's all free.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And, you know, don't forget about the fact that we're talking about a machine that took 25 years to perfect. So all of the amazing technology and all of the amazing features that Bowflex put into ellipticals and treadmills and Stairmasters and all of those things, everything that has made Bowflex so successful, we're talking about taking the best of the best features and putting it into this powerhouse right here. It performs like a powerhouse. It's going to motivate you to perform like a powerhouse. And if you have been thinking since January, or maybe last January, or the Januaries before then, if you've been thinking to yourself, you know what, I'm going to master those fitness goals, and you still quite haven't gotten there, this is your way to do it. If you are maybe an athlete, and you're somebody that might have been suffering with an injury, and you know, cardio is a thing that you struggle with, I'm telling you, this is going to give you the burn of your life. I mean, we were out of breath.
Why I stopped.
And I know, I feel you. Thank God. I am like, I finally caught my breath.
You want to get back on?
Yeah, I do, because it's amazing. You know, I'm somebody that can proudly say, I could do a few burpees in a row, right? I consider myself, you know, average level of fitness of level, right? But when you get on this machine, it sort of makes you realize, hey, you know what? We can all use improvement. Yeah. And that's the wonderful thing.
Yeah. If it's too easy, it's not only not going to give you the results, but you're not going to do it long term.
Exactly.
And you read the reviews. I love that. Gets me so excited. When people get challenged, but they don't give up.
That's right.
And that's why we say don't give up. Everyone starts somewhere. Whether it's a minute, 2 minutes, 14 minutes, you're on. You can go for an hour. Don't get us wrong.
Yes.
It's hard, but you can do that. And what you said was so great, too, at Bowflex. We just went through every, you know, question, comment people have had over the years. I don't have time. Here's 14 minutes. It's too big. This is small. It's too expensive. Well, we're going to give you something that's priced. You know, invest in your health, Lisa, right?
Exactly. And this is not an eyesore by any means. It's beautiful to look at. It's sleek. It's powerful. You can feel the durability just by looking at it. When those fans start turning, I mean, amazing. And then even up to your handles. We're talking about steel. We're talking about comfortable handles to hold. You're getting a beautiful heart rate built in. So this is gym level equipment, okay? But high grade level equipment. So think about it. There are some elite gyms out there that cost you a monthly membership of what your easy pays are today. Sometimes in cases even more than that.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, for a fitness instructor that teaches group training, I can say very confidently that our monthly memberships are more than what you're getting on 12 Easy Pays today. And a lot of the girls I train, you know what? Their goals are the same. They want to move, they want to burn that fat, they don't want to have to spend a ton of time doing this. So an hour, you know, a few times a week can really add up. It can be a dent in your schedule. But when you're talking about 14 minutes, we have people that have reviewed this machine that have lost over 27 pounds in 10 weeks. When's the last time you lost 27 pounds in 10 weeks? I can tell you that it's probably been a long time, if ever. And when you're getting the shipping and handling included, when you're getting the 12 interest-free Easy Pays for $154 and change, there is nothing to wait on. Put your health first. Put movement first. Put happiness first. Make an investment in yourself. Make an investment in your family. And today is the day to get it home. Jump on. It's very simple to use, as Tom has mentioned. It's intuitive. You get on it, and it's like, you know what? No, I'm going to rule this day, right? I got to say that little bell, that little start clock right there.
It's fun.
It's fun. It gets you addicted. Like, nah, buddy. I'm coming for you this time.
Right.
Right?
We didn't even talk to you. There's a free app. Well, so many people now with connectivity, and they want to share that. And that's really important, is to see your results over time, because we forget. And that's why a coach is so important. But now you have a coach. So whether you have Android, iOS, it works. Free app, you download it. It records all your workouts. You can go back and go, look, I only did 2 minutes. Take out only. I did 2 minutes day one. Now I'm up to 8 minutes 3 weeks later. So it records all that for you, which is so important.
So obviously, you know, we're some fitness people up here. We've been introduced to the world of cardio. So Melinda, I got to ask you, how are you feeling?
I need some water.
She's the one who's actually been doing it.
We've got, so just across from us, we've got the Vitamix set, which is coming up right after this. I hope they got a protein shake for us. But, I mean, they've got water over there. They've got juice. I'm ready to run over there and honestly get hydrated. But, look, I am out of breath. And I've been on this machine for less than 5 minutes. It's crazy. And I'm not actually going at the level or the speed
Yeah.
that I personally want to go to.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is it communicates to you.
Right.
Where do you
Right.
need to stop?
Right.
And it's okay. It pauses automatically. It's not one of those annoying machines where when you stop, it restarts all over again.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, where did I leave off?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's friendly.
It's friendly. It's going to be for you for a lifetime, right? And that's so important because you go, it is, you know, an investment of money. And you go, well, am I going to use it? Am I going to use it for a long time? Can everyone use it? And the answer is yes to all of those questions.
That's right.
That's super important.
You know what? One of the reviews that I read just now, it was a mom of a 5-year-old. And I love what she said because she was like, after long, hard days of work, I have a 5-year-old to keep up with. Probably the last thing that she's thinking about is coming home,
Right.
getting ready to go to her workout class. That's going to take over her whole evening.
Right.
Is she going to put her son to bed?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when you have 14 minutes, that's all that it takes.
At home.
At home.
You know, I used to work with those. It's such a great point, Lisa, with women who would feel guilty about going to the gym and taking time away from their family and their kids. And I would say, listen, it's very important that you do that.
Yeah.
But now to say you don't have to go to the gym, so while your toddler is sleeping, you can get an amazing workout
Right.
at home.
And you know what?
So important.
When you're a new mom or the mom of many kids, I mean, I know I'm talking to you out there. You're probably, you know, watching and making breakfast at the same time or trying to feed with one hand and do all of that and listen to us. But if you are listening and you're that person or you're that guy out there that maybe, you know, you haven't moved in a while and you know that you need to. Maybe the doctor's told you or maybe you just feel it yourself. Maybe you haven't been active in a while. Or you're that older person that's watching and you've got some type of spinal injury or joint issues or, you know, it's just too hard to get out there and move. We're talking about smooth, low impact movement. All you have to do is start.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all that it takes is you giving yourself the green light. You giving yourself what you deserve.
Yeah.
After all this time.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
There is nothing to think about. It's the lowest price it's ever been. Think about the money that you might be spending on those gym memberships. What were we saying earlier?
Right.
What's their #1 goal?
Yeah.
They're
Sign
buggers,
up
aren't
now.
they?
Go the heck away.
Yeah.
I would say if 10% of the gym membership showed up at the same time, there would be chaos.
You know
they
what?
are banking on the fact that you're not going to come back.
I'm guilty of that.
We all are.
Over and over and over
Right?
again.
And you're going to use this. So you talked about most people try to get to the gym 3 times a week. That's
Yeah.
successful.
Yeah.
To get on this 5 times a week, we have people say they get on it every day. I say take a day off. You generally want to rest. But it's, can you get up 14 minutes earlier? 14 minutes.
Yeah.
To go to the gym, you got to get up a half hour earlier, drive there. So all you have to take out of your day is 15 extra minutes.
And you
to get
make
up and
a
get on it.
fantastic point.
Yeah.
To get up 14 minutes
That's it.
earlier. You might be, you know, wiping things out of your eyes and you get on this thing and all you have to do is just
Yeah.
allow this to move
Yeah.
for you. And
Bedhead and boxers.
Exactly.
So you
And
don't have to-
suddenly,
Yeah.
think about that. You've already achieved something at the beginning of your day. You start off your day feeling accomplished. And think about the ripple effect
Yeah.
as you move throughout your day with that.
Absolutely.
And you know what? I would argue that as you're at work or you're going throughout your day, you're going to come home
And do
and
it
you're going
again.
to want to jump back
Yeah.
on again.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And you know what? I work with celebrities, I work with CEOs, and they said the reason they were successful, and there was a study that just came out, they asked CEOs, what was the top thing? They said there's one secret to their success. They all said
Working out.
exercise.
Exactly. Working
Right?
out first thing
and
in the
starting,
morning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. And that, I have to say for myself, that has been one of the hardest challenges. I know that I have to do it. It's the only time that I can fit it in.
Right.
But sometimes when you know what's coming, you know it's a full hour's workout, you don't want to feel spent after you work out
Right.
because you know you have a whole day coming up. But when you're dealing with 14 minutes
Yeah.
and you know that it's super effective,
Right.
so it's not 14 minutes of you kind of moseying along through something.
Yeah.
This is full,
Yeah.
effective working out here.
It wakes you up.
Exactly. It's going to get that
Doesn't put
blood
you to sleep,
flowing.
yeah.
You're going to go, you're going to get your Vitamix shake, your smoothie, or whatever it is that you've
Such a
got
great
going
point,
on.
though.
And everything else is a ripple effect. You're better for you. You're better for everybody that comes in contact with you for the rest of the day. Are you worth it? Yes, you are. You are absolutely worth 12 payments of $154 on a top grade machine here. This is elite gym machinery that you're getting at home for an extremely affordable price. The lowest price that Bowflex has ever seen it at.
Yeah.
So just think about that. The value for you is tremendous. Now, let's not forget, this is the #1 selling machine for Bowflex across the board, and for very good reason. Let's have a look at this video, and we'll be right back after I catch my breath.
This is the Bowflex Max Trainer M5, the most fully featured Max Trainer available. Computer-controlled resistance, Bluetooth smart technology, premium grips, a striking design, and multiple workout programs set the M5 apart. But of course, at the heart of it all is the 14-minute max interval workout, delivering the best possible workout in the shortest period of time. If you're looking for a longer workout, the M5 also features 8 additional pre-programmed workouts, including favorites like calorie burn, fat burn, calorie goal, and more. Thanks to Bluetooth smart technology, your M5 workout results seamlessly sync to your Max Trainer app. So tracking your workout progress is easier than ever. Experience Max for yourself and burn up to 2.5 times the calories in just 14 minutes.
Okay, we have another 5-star review from Ant-Man. He says it was extremely tough in the beginning, but extremely worth it. Love that. Yeah. I mean, honest, because at the end of the day, maybe you haven't moved in a while, right? And of course it's going to be tough, just like anything else. Yeah. But he says it's an intense workout, especially if you're not in shape and haven't been in a while like me, which is exactly why I bought it. I just kept my legs turning, knowing what the results will be if I keep going, and what they would be like if I stop. I know I'll be crushing the workout soon, though, and I like that it has a great range of resistance for when I do end up getting in better shape. Everything is super addictive. So let's not forget, this is going to be addictive results. I mean, we're talking about jumping on this machine, and everything just sort of speaks for itself.
And what you keep hearing, when's the last time you had a piece of machinery fitness that was aspirational?
Yes.
Right? That wasn't so challenging that it discouraged you, but was just challenging enough that you said, wow, that was hard, but I want to come back to it.
Exactly.
And I want to be better at it.
For sure.
Right? That's exciting.
I'll say, in the last, I mean, we've been here for almost an hour, and every time that I've jumped off, I've been out of breath, like dripping in sweat. But I wanted to jump back on.
I want to get back on.
Because it just allows you to feel like you've achieved something. Yeah. And, I mean, I know, you know, here in Toronto, we've just started the day. Maybe you're over on the West Coast and you're just starting your day, waking up with us super early. Good morning to everybody. But when you're talking about starting your day right and starting your day efficiently, and when it comes to productivity, this is the way to start. As you mentioned, you know, the top CEOs in the world of multinational, multi-billion-dollar corporations. Their #1 secret to success is movement in the morning. Starting your day off right, because everything else is like a ripple effect afterwards.
Right.
But when you're talking about the #1 selling machine for a brand that has perfected in-home gym equipment, I mean, that speaks volumes, and it's the lowest price that you and us have ever seen. Do your homework. I challenge you. I honestly challenge you. And then compare the price to what you would pay for an elliptical, which does not nearly as much as this does, or a treadmill, which does not nearly as much, or a Stairmaster, or a stepper. Exactly, and it's nowhere close to being as fun. And it's not going to challenge you. Okay? It's going to be okay for the time that you're using it, but when it comes to growing with you, it's not going to do that. So when you're getting it on 12 easy pays as well for $154, you're going to pay this off in 12 months. Think about where you're going to be goal-wise in 12 months. You're going to, might be running marathons. Who knows?
Right.
I know one thing's for sure. You're going to be keeping up with the kids. You're going to be keeping up with the grandkids. You're going to be keeping up with life. And shipping and handling is free. I mean, I don't mean to put down Bowflex.ca, but they're not throwing that in. No, they're not throwing in the shipping and handling, and they're not throwing in all the bonuses either. The trainer, the mat, the adapter, the heart rate monitor, all of these things that you need, plus the tools for setup, everything that you need to get going. It's a green light. It is a green light decision. Do not sit on the fence on this. It does not matter where you are in terms of your fitness level. Just give yourself what you deserve today.
Right, and as you invest in your health.
I'm going.
Invest in your health. And one other thing, we thought of everything. So you get this. We want you to be able to start right away. So if you purchase a Bowflex Max, you can go to the Daily Burn, where we have 8-week free trial. So while you're waiting for this to arrive, you can start working out with me and another trainer. And then when your Bowflex Max arrives, there are workouts for you to do with us.
Right.
So there's content. So if you're like, listen, I need help, I want to watch a video, I want to do a workout with someone,
right,
we can do that too.
And very easy on the joints.
Yeah.
This is the whole thing. I mean, you read all the reviews. You read how it's impacted people's lives.
Right.
And real lives, by the way.
The worst thing we can do is stop moving, right? And so many people feel, not only does it, our muscles get weaker, our joints get stiffer, and it's a horrible, horrible snowball effect, right? So to be able to do this is amazing.
Exactly. And you mentioned all the physical effects of not moving. But what about all the mental effects?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Right? I mean, you're talking about a dip in your serotonin levels, a dip in your melatonin levels. And for those of you watching, serotonin is your happy hormone. Melatonin is your sleep hormone. So even if you're suffering with, you know, problems sleeping, or maybe you suffered with depression, or something like that, you know, this is the fix. This is all that it takes. Just get that heart pumping, get the blood flowing, get oxygen in your system. Nothing like Mother Nature.
Right.
But if your body is speaking to you, and it will be the first thing to speak to you, and if you're not listening, you know, that language gets louder and louder and louder, right?
Exactly.
If your body is speaking to you, today is your day. You deserve this machine. You deserve everything that it's going to bring to your life, everything that it's going to bring to your family. And I promise you, you're going to be out of breath. Okay? Yeah. You're going to be out of breath, but you're going to feel addicted to this machine and all of its wonderful results. Now, don't forget, we're including all the bonuses with it. You're getting the heart rate monitor, you're getting the mat, you're getting the instruction manual, you're getting the assembly, everything you need, plus the tools. Get it home. It's Bowflex. Lowest price you've ever seen. Stay with us.
Start your weekday the right way with Good Morning TSC. Our new 2-hour fast-paced morning show features exciting product launches in the day ahead from brands that innovate and inspire. And it's your chance to pick up on our exclusive alarming deal every morning. Join host Don Chubay weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern, only at TSC, today's shopping choice. Marvel at the natural treasure of Tanzanite with our latest TSC Quick Buy. This 14-karat gold Tanzanite and diamond halo ring is yours today at the quick buy price of just $499.99, a phenomenal 50% savings. And be sure to take advantage of 9 interest-free easy pays of $55.55. This majestic stone lends its sweet violet hue to this classic yet modern design, flawlessly faceted, wrapped in an exquisite pave set diamond halo. A birthstone for December, this stunning ring makes the perfect gift for that special someone. Traditional gemstones have had their day. Invest in the modern luxury of Tanzanite gems today by calling us at 1-888-2020-888 or shop online at tsc.ca. Today's shopping choice.
Well, over 100,000 restaurants can't be wrong when they have one top-class blender, top in its choice. Now, it's more than just a blender. We know that it replaces 16 appliances for us. It is the sous chef. It is the culinary in the kitchen that we've always wanted to be. Vitamix is back by popular demand. I love it. We're going to get into the Vitamix growl soon as well. And that's when we know when you can make your nut butters, you make your own gluten-free flours, your rice flours, your juices, your smoothies, everything and more, because you are getting 2 large bilingual cookbooks, both tampers. You are getting the wet 64-ounce and the dry 32-ounce with this as well. Nowhere else do you get that dry ounce jar but here at TSC. And absolutely nowhere else, price comparison-wise, will you find it for that price point of $499, 12 interest-free easy pays, and free shipping. Because you know what? Here at TSC, we always give you more. We give you the best value, and we make sure we shop that market for weeks ahead of time to give you the best of the best. We've got the blue We have the white, most limited in that white and blue choice, so don't miss out. The red as well as the slate gray available for you with the 2 tempers, the 2 jars, and 2 books. But come on with me, because let's get cooking in the kitchen. Let's put the Vitamix to the test, because again, 100,000 restaurants. Can't be wrong.
Hey.
And chef and restaurateur right here. Rick is in the house, and we're going to dive right in.
Awesome. Well, first of all, you know, I always start off by talking about Vitamix, how proud I am to be part of this team and how excited I am. And that's because when Vitamix started in 1921, they started with the quest of how could they get more wholesome